racing fans, welcome to Monday Racing. It's the final leg of the 3-day carnival. Let's jump into it and see how best we can analyze this race and make some money. The first race, it's for 3 years and up, optional claiming, 350 down to 250 for a field of 9. They're going 6.5 furlong. I'm going to boil this race down to 3 horse. And that is 2 Heroine, 7 Splendid Vision, 9 Genealogy. Heroine, second by 4.25 and last, beaten by Lion of the Catty. Before that, 7th by 11.25 and beaten by General Chief and Musketeer. This is a much easier assignment for Heroine. This horse likes to be on the lead. 6.5 is just about the right trip for this horse. Look out for Heroine to go right to the lead. And I think Heroine should hold it all the way to the line. 7, Splendid Vision. Ran a very disappointing race on last. Ended up 4th by 17 length. However, this horse is back. Demar Williams replaces Radish Roman. Once this horse is reported fit and sound, has some backlash, should be able to give Heroine the most to do. 9, Genealogy, was in that same race, won by Lion of the Catty. This horse finished 5th by 19 length. So basically, Genealogy was 2 lengths behind Splendid Vision. And of such, I'm willing to give this one an outside chance of winning this race. We have no call for the bustling Philip Parchment. I'm going to take horse number 2, Heroine, to get the better of horse number 7, Splendid Vision. And for third, horse number 9, Genealogy. Look for good run from horse number 1, always vigorous, who is coming off a little layoff. And number 5, Zion Princess. Moving on, race 2. It's a made condition race for 3 years filly. We're going to boil this race down to 3. And that is 1, You're My Sweetie. 3, Moonlight Song. 8, Sparkling Fire. You're My Sweetie. This horse has a habit of slowing to stride. However, once this horse break with this field, I think finally You're My Sweetie should win this race. It's a much easier assignment for this horse. Beaten by Miss Brayton and Leviticus. Those are much better horses than this company. You have no call for Carlton Malcolm. Watch out for You're My Sweetie. This horse should make no mistake this time around. 3, Moonlight Song. Didn't do badly on debut. 6 by 9.25 length, was in that same race, won by Miss Brayton. Once this horse continues to improve, I think this horse will have something to say about this race. Tanika Wolf picks up the ride once again. 8, Sparkling Fire. This horse has some amount of speed, continues to shorten. However, Richie Shakes picks up the ride for the 4th consecutive occasion. Sparkling Fire, once break, will be on that lead and is good enough to beat these. However, I'm going to take horse number 1, You're My Sweetie, to get the better of horse number 3, Moonlight Song, and for third, Sparkling Fire. Look for a good run from Bad Gal Chelsea, who has been off colors, just returning from a layoff. But this horse, I expect to run well also. But my firm choice is horse number 1, You're My Sweetie. Moving on to race 3, service allowance, 3 years and up. For a field of 5, we are going 5 furlongs straight. I'm going to boil this race down to 3 horse. And that is 2, Legal Fight. 4, Easy Money. 5, All Together. Legal Fight. 7 by 15 length and last. I think that was a very disappointing run. I expect this horse to do much better than that. On the 28th of September, this horse finished 6 by 3 length behind Brampton Boy and Bubbling Warrior. Figure 8 is now off. Coming down the 5 straight now, I think legal fight will enjoy. 5 straight. Watch out. Legal fight. We'll have a fighting chance. 4, easy money. I think this is horse they will haul off the beat. Was in that same race, won by Brampton Boy. And last was fought by 2 length. Dane Dawkins now picked up the ride. Easy money has a much easier assignment. And I think this is the one they will all have to beat. 5 altogether was in that same race. 5th by 2 length. Altogether, we'll enjoy going over the straight. Paul Francis is on board once again. Watch out for altogether. Put up a good fight. I'm going to take horse number 4. Easy money to get the better of horse number 2. Legal fight. And for third, horse number 5. All together. Moving on to race 4. It's a risk allowance. Numbers of 4. 6 declared. Very small field. We're going 8 furlong. I'm going to boil this race down to 4 of them. 1, Crown Chaser. 3, Battle Angel. 5, Brenda Boy. 6, Unruly. Done. Crown Chaser. Finally, get it right on last. So I was won by 6 1/4 length, beating Wicked Cassie and Bushfire. Bushfire came back and won. So this Crown Chaser, although step up in class to non 4, has back class, and I expect Crown Chaser to win this race once again. 3, Battle Angel. Sars didn't do badly on last one. 3rd by 9.5 when beaten by Mac and Rome and Blue Sensation. Those are much stronger horses. Battle Angel continues to improve, and I expect an improved run from this horse. The Cardenas maintains the ride for the 5th consecutive occasion. Watch out for Battle Angel. This horse could be the spoiler in this race. 5, Brenda Boy continues to find 1 or 2 better. This horse is very fit. Will enjoy this trip. Blinkers on, cheek piece off, so they are trying something different. Let's see if Brenda Boy will enjoy the equipment change. Robert Aladdin calls on once again. A good run is expected from Brenda Boy. 6, Unruly Done. This horse is very fit, has a lot of pace, has speed, will be on the lead. Radish Roman picks up the ride. Watch out for Unruly Done. This horse could slip them. However, I'm going to take horse number 1, Crown Chaser, to get the better of horse number 3, Battle Angel. Then for 3rd, Brenda Boy. For 4th, 6, Unruly Done. This race could go either way, but I'm going to stick with Crown Chaser. Moving on to race 5. It's a maiden condition race, 4 years and up. We have a field of 10. Going 6 furlong. I'm going to go with 4 of them. 1, Bobby Too Bad. 2, Sweet Burn. 3, Blinding Light. 8, Lucy on the Go. Bobby Too Bad. This horse led for the first 4. I guess this horse has some bleeding issues. Was beaten by Noble Sovereign on that day. This horse is back now. Richie Shakes has some speed. Will be on the lead. Once the bleeding is in check, I expect this horse to run a brave race. 2, Sweet Burn. Now this horse is very ordinary. The fact that the rider lost his iron on the last occasion, that's the only reason I'm giving Sweet Burn another chance. Dane Dawkins picks up the ride once again. Let's see what Sweet Burn will do comes Monday. 3, Blinding Light. This horse continues to run very well. Second on the last 2 occasions. Was beaten by Shine For Me on last. And Yorkies. So once this horse continues to improve, he's very fit. No doubt about that. Blinding Light will give off his best. 8, Lucy on the Go. This horse, a very unlucky horse on last. Swerve round. And that was that. and still ended up third by 9 length. Once this horse settles down, I think Lucy on the Go will canter over these. And the fact that the race that Dream to Reality won, all the horses that came out of that race basically won. Gilroy was in that race. On the 20th of September, Gilroy came back and won. And you could see on Saturday, Ruby's Light was in that same race. Ruby's Light finished 8th by 11 length. And Lucky Papa was in that race. Lucky Papa finished 7th by 9 length. And you could see where Ruby's Light won and Lucky Papa finished second. So that race, if you draw a line through that race, Lucy on the Go should win this race quite easily once everything goes well. And as such, I'm going to take horse number 8, Lucy on the Go, to get the better of horse number 3, Blinding Light, for third, horse number 1, Bobby Too Bad, for fourth, 2, Sweet Burn. Let's move on to race number 6. Now, so restricted allowance, 5 O's and up. I would suggest that you hit the hall button. This race is a very poor race, and as such, I would implore you to hit the hall button. You can find a banker somewhere. I think in race 3, Easy Money, you could say is a banker. And also in race 5, it all goes well, Lucy on the Go is a banker. So I'm going to take all on my pick 6. But I'm going to give you 6 of them. My best 6. The race doesn't confine to these 6 horses. 2, Empress in the Breeze. 3, Newlands Linked. 7, Storm Boy. 8, Shine For Me. 10, Cassini. 11, Tapping In. 2, Empress in the Breeze, horse 1 and last, beating Newlands Link and Tapping In. Void of early speed, but this horse likes a strong pace in front, and I expect Empress in the Breeze to come from off the pace. And with so much speed in this race, I expect Empress in the Breeze to catch them second time around. 3, Newlands Link, try to make all and last and caught by Empress in the Breeze. I think Newlands Link will have much more company on the headline, and of such, that might cause Newlands Link this race. But it's very fit right now, so do not underestimate Newlands Link. 7, Storm Boy, very speedy. This horse has been at this non-2 level for a long while. Very fit right now. Storm Boy will be in front, like I said. Watch out for Storm Boy. Could hang on all the way. 8, Shine For Me. This horse is another one with a lot of speed. Has a bit of drifting though. Once that is corrected, although didn't beat much on last, but this horse will be up front, and there's a possibility that this horse could slip them also. 10, very interesting horse. This horse hasn't raced since over a year. The last time this horse ran was on the 6th of October 2024. However, the manner in which this horse is working tells me that Cassina is a much better horse than these. On the 17th of the 9th, 4 and 49 by 1044. And on the 14th of the 10th, 6 Furlong in 119.1. This kind of work amongst these horses, I think Cassini should win this race. Might need a run, and that's the only minus for me. Omar Walker calls on to do duties. Watch out for Cassini to run a brave race. Has some bleeding issues also, so once that is sorted out, Cassini will be right there. 11, Tapping In, was in that same race, won by Empress in the Breeze, was third by 2.5. Philip Parchment now calls on, very strong rider. Tapping In is getting fitter and fitter. Very dangerous horse. But like I said, I'm gonna hit all button. But For my selections, I'm going to take horse number 2, Empress in the Breeze, to get the better of horse number 3, Newlands Link. Then for third, Cassini. For fourth, Stormboy. Fifth, Shine For Me. 11, tapping in. This race can go either way, so I implore you to take multiple choices. Race 7, open allowance for 3 hours and up. 6 declared. They're going 1 mile. I'm going to boil it down to 3 hours. 1, Mamma Mia. 4, T-Stock. 5, Supernatural Power. Mamma Mia, very speedy. 1 and last. Beating Money Market and Unspun. That was 6 furlong. Stretches now to 8. Will be on the lead. There's a possibility that Mamma Mia can slip them. But with the likes of Supernatural Power in this race, I don't see that happening here. But could give this one an outside chance. Jerome Ennis maintains the ride once again. 4, T-Stock. Of course, very classy, has pace, has speed. 57 kilo though. Radish Roman is a very cheeky rider. Never underestimate Radish Roman. Look out for T-Stock to be roaring in the final shake-up. 5, Supernatural Power. This is also, I think they will all have to beat. The visor was removed on last. Filipiani wisely put on back the visor. I think that's what Supernatural Power needed. And as such, I'm giving this one a first-rate chance. The Cardenas picks up the ride once again. With the visor now on, I'm going to take horse number 5, Supernatural Power, to get the better of horse number 4, T-Stock. And for third, number 1, Major Danger. Moving on to race 8, it's 3 years and up. Continue to have a tongue twister there. 700 claiming down to 600. A field of 9. We're going 5.5 furlongs. I'm going to boil this race down to 4 of them. That is 2, Turn on the Light. 4, Whiskey. 8, Big Argument. 9, Real Identity. Turn on the Light. Second by a length and a quarter and last, and beaten by a Big Argument. This horse has some pace. Will be on the lead. Abigail replaces O. Robinson. 49 kilo. Turn on the Light. Once reported fit and sound, should give this one a fighting chance. 4, Whiskey. I think this is horse they will all have to beat. This horse, very strong horse, very sound. Won his last 2 races very easily. He's back now. Tyrese Anderson replaces Demar Williams. This is the horse they will all have to beat. 8, Big Argument. 1 and last, beating Turn on the Light and Man Islam. Man Islam came back and ran a very good race. That argues well for Big Argument. Richie Shakes maintains the ride. Big Argument will run his honest usual race. 9, the Real Identity. This horse is void of early speed. However, if they go too fast, Real Identity could reel them in. However, I'm going to take horse number 4, Whiskey. Very fit looking Whiskey, to get the better of horse number 2, Turn on the Light. Then for third, Big Argument. For fourth, number 9, the Real Identity will be running on. Look for good run from horse number 3, Social Mischief. Moving on to race number 9. It's another 3 years and up. Claiming 1 million down to 800. We have a field of 9. We are going 6.5 furlong. I'm going to boil this race down to 3 hours. And that is 1, Life is Life. 3, Surgeon. 8, Natural Dancer. Life is Life. Ran a very good race on last when beaten by Wayne Princess. Led for the first 4. Was caught. He's back now, getting fitter and fitter. This horse has some amount of ability. On the 20th of the 9th, 7 furlong in 136.4. The code for life is life to run a very brave race. 7, Sir John, after slowing to stride, finished 4th by a length on last and beaten by Emperor of the Cat and Bold Move. This is a much easier assignment for Sir John as back class. Watch out for Sir John. Should be right there in the final shake-up. On the outside, horse number 8, Natural Dancer. 3rd by 15 length and last and beaten by Ed Cornerstone and Rani Bangala. 49 kilo, Richie Shakes. Natural Dancer will be on the lead. And I think this horse is good enough to hold off all challenges. I'm going to take horse number 8, Natural Dancer, to get the better of horse number 7, Sir John. And for 3rd, Life is Life. Look for good run for horse number 6, Cosmic Force, with the champion. You could never leave Radish Roman out of anything. But my firm choice is Natural Dancer. 10th and final. So claiming 1 million down to 1.2. We have a field of 11. 5 furlong round. It's a very competitive race. And as such, I'm going to go with 6 of them. 2, James. 3, Midnight Flight. 5, Justin Big Time. 6, Flyable Jet. 8, Generational. And on the outside, horse number 11, Bold Move. James, this horse very fit right now. Last occasion, this horse finished 2nd by a length and a quarter and beaten by Midnight Flight. That was over the 5 furlong straight. They're going 5 round now. Sneaky Fox again. Champion is on board. The place is Gavin Harris. Look out for James to be reeling them in. And this horse is good enough to catch them in deep stretch. Midnight Flight, very speedy, will be on that lead. There will be a lot of speed in this race, and that might cost Midnight Flight. However, this horse is very fit, and as such, I'm willing to give this one a shot of winning this race. 5, Justin Big Time. This horse, it says down in class, campaign at overnight level on the last 4 occasions. On the 2nd of August, this horse finished 4th by 5.5 when beaten by Supernatural Power and Florindia. So, on the strength of that run, I'm willing to give Justin Big Time a shot of winning this race. 6, Flyable Jet is another horse that is very fit, has pace, has speed. This horse can lead, very versatile, can lead, can come from off the pace. Look out for Flyable Jet to be closing, and is good enough to win this race. 8, Generational is another horse, a lot of speed, has pace, will be on the lead. This horse is a fighter, and of such, do not underestimate Generational. This horse is very dangerous. And on the outside, horse number 11, Bold Move. This is the horse I think they will all have to beat. Last time out, 2nd by a head, beaten by Emperor of the Cat. This horse was seen running on. There is no Emperor Cat here. Although I in the scale 57 kilo, I don't think that should bother. Bold Move. This horse is very fit. Philip Parchment is a strong rider. That is exactly what Bold Move needed. And as such, I'm going to take horse number 11, Bold Move, to get the better of horse number 8, Generational. And for 3rd, Flyable Jet. For 4th, horse number 5, Justin Big Time. For 5th, 2, James. 3, Midnight Flight. Very competitive race, but I'm going to stick with Bold Move. You could look for a good run from Freedom Street, who is down in class, but this horse has a habit of whip around. If that is sorted out, Freedom Street can strike. So you could slide this one in your exotics, I5, Superfecta, etc. That's it from racing fans. Continue to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Best of luck. See you at the races.